Ashley's with us in Georgia. Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hi there. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure. What's up?
We're brand new to the program. My husband and I just read your book. I read it twice, and we just started listening to your podcast, and we're itemizing all of our debt. And our mountain of student loans is just super overwhelming. We have one Great Lakes loan that's $135,000, and it's broken up into 15 different loans. And so I'm wondering if I should itemize each of those loans in our snowball, because it won't affect whether, like, the minimum payment right now is $128. So that's not going to increase our snowball at all. And if we pay off one, it's not going to increase that snowball at all. So I just wanted your advice about how we should attack that debt.
Why does it not increase the snowball?
Because right now the minimum monthly payment is $128. So we paid off the smallest one, which is about $2,000. When I talked to the person on the phone, they told us no, that the minimum amount would stay the same. It would still be $128.
Oh, so even though they break them down, there's only one payment.
Correct.
Okay. And that's $135,000 worth?
Yeah. So it's 15 different loans that
are
total
$128 for $135,000.
Yeah, we're on an income-based repayment plan right now, and I think that's good for the next year and a half. Yeah.
Okay. How much other debt do you have?
Our total is $192,000 with credit cards and my student loans.
Right. How much are the other student loans?
I have a Navient that's $1,500. Discover that's $8,000. I'm sorry, the Navient is $15,000. Discover is $8,000, and First Mark is $6,000.
So about $30,000 there. That's 107. That's 165 of your 192, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much
Correct.
in credit card debt?
We have 1,000, 2,000. 3,000 and 8,000.
Okay. All right. And then how much do you owe on your car?
We owe $11,500.
Okay. And what's your household income?
Right now, $65,000. My husband is a doctor, so he is not like a medical doctor, a regular philosophy doctor, so wasn't a smart decision. So he's working on getting another higher paying job, getting a bigger shovel. That's our goal.
So he has a PhD in philosophy.
Not in philosophy, it's political science, but
in political science. Okay, I'm sorry, I misunderstood. Right. And your degree is in what?
English.
And that was the 135?
No, my degree
his was the 135.
Correct. So that includes his undergrad and master's, PhD.
Okay. And so what do you earn?
Of that amount, I earn about $25,000.
So you're working full-time?
I'm working part-time. I'm working on getting another part-time job. We're in the beginning stages, so we're both going to be getting part-time jobs to help make our bigger shovel.
Yeah. So what are your career paths? What are you going to do?
My husband wanted to teach at a college level.
Yeah,
and
that's perfect.
It just takes a little while for those jobs to get. He just graduated not too long ago, about a year out, and the average time to gain employment after that is about 3 years of applying. So he has a little bit more time, but it needs to be sooner rather than later. And if that doesn't pan out, then he'll be looking at more government positions, city planning positions, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Well, we have 2 young kids right now, so I am teaching English online. But my kids will go to school in about 2 years, and then I don't know, I'll figure out a path, I think.
Okay. Because I'm just looking, you keep talking about the size of your shovel, so you've been listening to me, because your ratio of shovel at 60,000 income to 192 in debt is a problem.
Right. We're living right now on 30,000, and I'm hoping to keep it that way. We're definitely a rice and beans family. But
with you being home with small kids, you are a full-time home economist, so you can keep the cost of living down to nothing doing that.
Yeah.
But there's only so much you can lower costs, and just the ratio of 30,000 into 200 is a 7-year plan. I don't want to do that one.
Yeah, me either.
Okay, so I want to do I
Yeah.
want to do a 3-year plan, and so I need an extra $60,000 a year from somewhere, which he'll get if he gets a PhD position at a college.
Mhm.
I mean,
Right.
that'll pop him up into six figures probably, depending on where he's
It's just
teaching. And
so competitive, and
yeah,
it's been really, really difficult applying for those jobs, and
yeah,
it's
there's
been
not
hard.
that
So,
many of them, and there's a lot of people have this idea is that that's their career track. So
right.
yeah, so everybody's going to be working on everything they can get their hands on, which is what you're doing on the short term until we can get some long-term income really coming in, and that's what you guys are facing here. So, with all of that in mind, you're not changing this income. The reason I'm asking all those questions, I'm trying to find out about the income-based repayment on the 135 at $128. That's you're not going to get to that for a long time. I would lump that 135 as one big debt at the end of your debt snowball.
Okay, that's what we have
Yeah.
now. Okay, so
And so
don't
you
itemize
you had
those
thought
ones.
through that properly. I was just trying to make sure I had the facts before I said. Normally I would not do that, but it's going to be a while before you get to that puppy. And
Mhm.
your income is still going to be calculated on lower income during the time we're knocking out these smaller ones. So it would be very, very cool if we were down to 135. You would be there at your current trek in 2 years.
Yeah, that's our
Yeah.
our thought is
You'd
that
be
2 years
down
until
to
we're hit that
that,
big
and
one.
then by then, hopefully, your incomes are ramping up, and we knock the 130 at 5 out real fast. I hope you ramp them up faster than that, but that's your worst case scenario. Is you're going to get there and you'll be debt free. Accept that. So the good news is you've stopped the bleeding, you turned the ship around. We're heading back to port. We're going to get there. We're going to get back where we're safe again and get this debt cleaned up. But yeah, I think I'm going to treat the 135 since it's income-based repayment, it's only 128. It doesn't move the needle on that as one lump sum until we get there. Now, once we do get to it, then we'll knock it off smallest to largest in the 15 loans that comprise the 135. Because the smallest to largest will give you the sense of traction, the sense that you're getting somewhere, and that's what you want from that is the psychological feedback of going woohoo, one down, woohoo, another one down. You need those woohoo moments in the midst of a trek like you're on. So you sound very determined, very dialed in. You're very up on your numbers. There's a lot of good signs in this conversation and that you're going the right way. So be encouraged. You will get there. And if you get scared or get tired along the way, you call me. We'll talk it through together.